Welcome to Khouloud channel. Before I start the topic of this video, let me introduce my channel to you a little bit. I started this channel about 6 months ago. The purpose behind this channel was to raise mental health education. And I did actually present numerous videos, more than 100 videos, but all of that was in my native language, which is Arabic, since I am Lebanese. However, many of the subscribers and many of my friends and family members, they told me, why don't you just, present some of the videos in the English language? Because like this, you can probably reach a larger audience. And I thought about it multiple times, and I thought, what could I add when there are actually lots and lots of YouTubers and specialists and experts over there who are doing a great job on YouTube and on other platforms as well. But then I said, why not? Let me try. I will do my best, and if people like them, if people want me to present these videos in English as well, then I will do it. So please, if you like this video, that's my first one in the English language. If you like it, please subscribe to my channel. I'm gonna have a playlist that is only dedicated to English videos, okay? Concerning any issue related to mental health education or even our health. So, what is the topic of the first video? Probably it's a topic that many people have addressed before. I'm not the first, and I will not be the last to talk about this issue. But why is it the first topic that I would really like to handle? Because, first of all, when people have some personal experience with a certain issue, they like to share what they have learned from life. And not only this, because this was actually part of my study in the university, especially in my master and PhD. So I thought, why shouldn't I share some of this information with the people out there? And if I like it, I can continue. If not, I will just simply stop. So let's start with the first video on this topic, which is, what is narcissistic personality disorder, or NPD? Definitely many of you who are interested in this topic, they have watched millions and tons of videos on that, and you've probably read lots of articles and books, and you're trying your best to get over this very, very poisonous relationship. Yet any more knowledge, anything that deals with this topic might be really tempting to those people who are really victims of the narcissist. Because people read a lot, watched lots of videos, yet they still find it difficult to deal with a narcissist, to manage a narcissist, or even to leave a narcissist. And you all know there are different experts over there who have actually advised all the victims of narcissism to just leave, to get out of the relationship. But before we do that, before we take such a decision, shouldn't we make sure that this person that we're having in our life and is really toxic is really narcissistic? What if this person was only egocentric? What if this person was only selfish, or was somebody who likes to get some attention, or somebody with a high ego? Should we confuse stuff? Especially that nowadays with the social media and with all these selfie-obsessed platforms, people get really too excited about the term narcissistic, and they kind of label each other. Every time they meet somebody who has taken a photo or who has published a certain, thing about themselves, about their families, they say about them, look, that's a narc, that's a narcissistic. Do we have the right to do that? Indeed, we don't. And experts to always tell us, don't do that. It's unfair. You shouldn't. Only experts, psychotherapists, clinical psychologists, psychiatrists, those are the people who have studied for years and years, and they have done lots of researches, and they are the only ones who are supposed to diagnose a person. But do we have the right to at least examine the people in our lives and try to understand them? Definitely we do. And that's what we do in our YouTube channels. We try to raise awareness. We try to spread knowledge. So by spreading knowledge, people get to know, get to understand what's going on in their relationships. And when you understand what's going on in your relationship, then definitely you can seek help after that. Let's get to know a little bit more about a person who is labeled as narcissist, or somebody with narcissistic personality disorder. Narcissistic personality disorder involves a self-centered, arrogant thinking and behavior, a lack of empathy and consideration for other people. Not only that, narcissists have an excessive need, if you want excessive and obsessive sometimes, need for admiration, They like being liked by others. They like you to tell them that they're great, they're amazing, they're wonderful, they're handsome, they're beautiful. Not only this, other people often describe people with NPD as cocky, as manipulative, as selfish, patronizing, and demanding. This way of thinking and behaving surfaces almost in every area of a narcissist's life, from work to friendship to family and even to relationships. What is really bad about this disorder is that narcissists are so resistant to change. They don't like to be different. They have, practiced their narcissism for many, many years, and they simply have forgotten who they were in the first place. That's why they've replaced their true image with a false self. Their true self was kind of buried and underground, deep down. You cannot reach it. The problem with narcissists that they never admit making mistakes. They tend to blame others for all their problems, for all their failures, for every problem or every mistake that they make. They just blame it on others. They don't take responsibility of their behavior, and they never ever apologize. And if they do, that's not a real genuine apology. As for the people in a narcissist life, they do actually prefer to get along with them, just to, fulfill their orders, to listen to what they want them to do in order to avoid their rages and their punishments, especially the silent treatment and many others. However, when you understand what NPD is, then you can avoid them. You can, if you cannot get rid of them from your life, if you cannot, stop the relationship and go no contact, at least you can know how to manage the relationship. So knowledge is power. Yeah, knowledge is power, especially when you're dealing with an NPD person. In this video, I'm going to talk about 6 important signs that tell you that you're really dealing with a narcissistic person. The first one is the grandiose sense of self-importance. Grandiosity is, let me say, the defining characteristic of a narcissist. More than just arrogance, it's not only being arrogant. Narcissists are not only vain, they are grandiose. They have an unrealistic sense of superiority. They think they are better than everyone else in the room. So that's why narcissists believe they are unique, they are special, they are different, and you can only be blessed if you have a relationship with them. And you should always be satisfying their needs and giving them all the admiration, attention, and care that they seek. If you ever show any resistance to that, they will never ever want you in their lives. Not only are narcissists grandiose, but they also live in a world that is kind of fantasy. Their world is kind of propped up by distortion, by self-deception, and magical thinking. They spin self-glorifying fantasies. They kind of tell you, I'm the smartest person. I have a very strange and powerful brain. I'm the most beautiful person. I am very special. I deserve being treated differently. They think that they are the only and the best people on this earth. And if ever anything threatens to burst this fantasy bubble, believe me, they're gonna be very cruel. They're not gonna be happy. They're gonna explode with rage, and they're gonna stop you with all the power that they have. That's why being grandiose and living in a fantasy world are maybe the 2 top, indicators of a narcissistic person. The third one is their constant need for praise and admiration. These people cannot but be fed on nice words, on good behavior, on admiration. And sometimes they are fed on negativity. They call it the negative fuel. So if it's not the good words, it's the fight. If it's not, telling them that you're the best and you're the smartest and I really enjoy my life with you, by giving you a certain punishment, by draining your energy, by exploiting you, that's another kind of supply that they are looking for. That's a kind of attention as well. So any kind of attention, be it positive or negative, means the world to a narcissist. But to the victim, that's probably the end of the world sometimes. Another issue about narcissists that is really strange and people sometimes find it difficult to understand, it is their sense of entitlement. Narcissists, because they believe that they're really special and unique, they expect that you should treat them differently. That the moment they enter the room, you should stop everything that you're doing and you should give them all your attention. Supposedly you're sitting with your family and here comes the narcissist, if it's a friend or a colleague or a mother or a father, whoever this person is, if they just come to your house or meet you in anywhere, you have to stop everything and give them the attention, because to them, they are entitled. You should do that to them. But definitely to you, it puzzles you, it confuses you, you don't know what to do. You feel that the presence of this person is really confusing you, is draining your energy. You don't know how to satisfy them. And not only that, sometimes you feel guilty with the other people you're dealing with. Should I really ignore the people I have in my room because this narcissist is so difficult to please and he or she has to get all the attention in the room? They call them energy vampires, and I believe that's a very fair way of calling them, because they do take all the energy, they demand it. Their sense of entitlement makes them really, really people who are so difficult to treat. And if you ever dare to resist their selfish need for admiration and their sense of entitlement, get ready. They won't be happy at all. They are going to either become aggressive with you, outrageous with you, or simply, or maybe, they may give you the cold shoulder. And this will puzzle you even more. So they stop calling you, they stop caring about you, they don't want to hear from you anymore. If you just call them again, they just give you excuses, and this will puzzle you because you don't know what's happened. Another indicator of a highly narcissistic person is that they exploit others without guilt or shame. There are people who have almost no empathy. They have something called cognitive empathy, which means that if they rationalize, sometimes they may feel what you feel a little bit, but they do it only if it serves their purpose. However, to have genuine affectionate empathy, that doesn't exist in a narcissist dictionary. That's why do not be really disappointed with them when they don't feel what you feel, when they don't feel your pain, feel that you are really hurt by their behavior. They don't empathize with you. They never put themselves in people's shoes. That's why it's very difficult for them to just understand your stand, to understand your behavior, to understand even when you say no to them. They cannot accept it. So what happens here? They will shame you and guilt you and let you believe that everything that happened in the relationship, everything that went wrong in the relationship, it's only because of you. You are the one to be blamed. You are the one who made a huge mistake. You are the one who have destroyed the relationship. And they do that on purpose because they know that you are a victim now. Once you become a victim to a narcissist, get ready, because life is going to be really difficult with them. And definitely don't worry, we're going to give more videos on how to deal with them or how to leave a narcissist. But now we're just trying to identify a narcissist behavior. The last indicator I'm going to talk about in this video that will help us identify a person with NPD is that narcissists frequently threaten, intimidate, belittle, and bully others. Especially when narcissists feel that there is someone in the place, someone in the room who is a little bit more popular, more confident, more special. They don't take it lightly. They don't like it. They get furious, even if they don't show it, directly, but definitely it surfaces in one place or another. They are really threatened by everyone who knows more than they do, or who takes the attention more than they do. They get angry. Sometimes, they vent out this anger directly, explicitly, and sometimes they do something called passive aggression. So they start off so they start talking badly about you, they smear your reputation, they try to disrespect you and talk behind your back. They do their best just to, try to change how people look at you, how people value you, how people respect you, because they cannot be who you are. So they feel terribly jealous. They don't like people. They don't like others. They are people who are so egocentric. They are only concerned about what they want, what they need. What about the other? That's none of their business. They don't care. You are there only as a servant to their needs. I call it the third arm. They want us to be a third arm in their body, you know. We are an extension to them as victims. I'm using the we here, we're talking about as victims, you know. They think that once you become in the circle, then you are a servant and you should be fulfilling all their desires, needs, requests, demands, without even questioning them. And if you dare to question them, then probably you're gonna be the most miserable person. So, my dear, in this video, we've talked about the most noticeable signs of a person with narcissistic personality disorder. But definitely there is a lot more. We can talk about them later on in other videos, and I'm going to talk about many other issues. As I said at the beginning of the video, I have hundreds of videos on this topic, answering lots of questions about certain details when we deal with a narcissist, or when we are in a narcissistic relationship, or after leaving a narcissist, because it's a battle. And in order to win it, you have to go through a lot of self-education. You have to go and know about this disorder. Knowledge gives you power, at least to get rid of this toxic person in your life. At the end of this video, I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please subscribe to my channel, like the video, try to share it with other people, and feel free to ask me any of the questions that you have in your mind in the comment box, or just drop it in the email, because I'm gonna put my email on the screen. Just drop it in an email. I'm gonna get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you for watching. See you in another video. Thank you very much. Bye bye.